Here's the homework for 7.3, we're at day 2, we're graphing logs. For number 21, I need to know what the base is here.
10.
It's a 10. When you don't see a number here, it's a 10. So you're graphing, oh, there goes my pencil. That was not cool. 10 to the y power is x. So when you graph this, we're going to plug in numbers for y, like -1, 0, 1, and 2. And give me what 10 to the -1 power is.
1/10.
1/10. 10 to the 0 power is 1. 10 to the first is 10. This is going to be too big, 100. So graph these points. Over 1/10, I'm going to look at this when I check this. -1, 10, -1, 1, 0, 10, and 1. I think these are 12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1. Can you tell me the domain and the range? X is greater than 0. All real numbers is your range. For 22, give me the function in exponential form. 3 to the y power is x. Give me 4 points.
-1, 0, and 2.
So a third, 1, 3, and 9. Over a third, down 1. Over 1, up 0, 3, 1, and 9, 2. Give me your domain and range. What's the domain? X is greater than 0. What's your range? All real numbers. Yarn, looks like yarn. 23, what's your base?
6.
6 to the what power?
5.
What are your 4 points? 1/6, 1, 6, and 36. 36, 2 is going to be off the page. So over a 6, down 1, over 1, 0, 6, 1, and that's good enough. And what's your domain and range? X is greater than 0 in yarn. Y is all real numbers. The last one on this front page, what are you going to do? You're going to add 2 to what?
The y to your y.
To the y of what? What's the base? Yep. So because the base is not given, it's understood to be a 10. So you're going to take these points and this one's too big. Just use those 3. And you're going to do what to them? What are you going to do to the x or the y? You're going to add 2 to the y values. So tell me what you're going to graph. Instead of that, you're going to add 2 and graph. You're going to graph 1/10 what? 1. Add 2 to this. Add 2 to this. So you're graphing over 1/10 down 1, up 1, over 1 up 2, and over 10 up 3. So what happened? This was a shift 2 units up. Is my domain and my range going to change? No, it only changes when it's a shift left or right. So your domain is going to be x is greater than 0, and your range is going to be y is all real numbers. Okay, I'm going to have you guys change 25 and 26. I'm going to make these all base 2 because the 10 is just too big. Let's make them all base 2, okay? You mind making it base 2? So what are you going to do? 2 to the y power is x. That's your base. Give me the start. What are the points? 1, 2, and 4. So tell me what your transformations are. What are you gonna do? You gotta do something to your x values, and you gotta do something to your, actually, no, you don't do anything to the x values, right? There's no shift left or right. What do you do to the y values? You just have two things to do y. You're gonna multiply these by 3, so you might wanna just cross it out and just write -3, 0, 3, and 6, and then do what? Subtract 1. So it'd be -4, -1, 2, and 5. Is that okay? Doing it that way? Over a half down 4. Over 1 down 1. Over 2 up 2. And over 4 up 5. So what happened is, we stretched this graph vertically by 3 and we shifted it 1 unit down. Did this change our domain? No. Nope. And it didn't change our range.
So you multiplied the y by 3.
You multiply the y values by 3 and you subtract 1 from the y values. How about 26? I need to rewrite this one because it's messed up. It would be -4, and I told you to make this base 2, right? And then +2. So we're gonna take our table, our 2 to the x, 2 to the y powers x, which is your -1, 0, 1, 2. 1/2, 1, 2, and 4. And what are we gonna do with these numbers? My transformations are these two right here, and they affect both the y value, not the x. So you're gonna multiply first your y values by -4. Can you multiply these all by -4 for me? You get 4, 0, -4, and -8. And what are you gonna do next? Add 2 to the x value, to the y value, sorry. 6, 2, -2, and -6. So over a half up 6. Over 1 at up 2. Over 2 down 2, 1, 2, and over 4 down 6. Now, did you see a number in parentheses? I didn't. So you're not gonna change your domain. It's gonna be x is greater than 0 still, and all real numbers is your y value. Okay? Number 25, let's keep them all base 2. 25, base 2. This is gonna be 2 times the log of x base 2 plus 2. So the parent function is that. Whoops, wrong. Wrong. Did anyone else do that?
No.
Isn't it 2 to the y?
It's, yes, I'm sorry. 2 to the y, guys.
All the
Looking
mess up.
fast. 2 to the
Most
y
of
is
that
x,
done,
thank
yeah.
you. Okay, what do you do with these? 2 to the y is x.
Multiply the y's by
Multiply the what by 2?
2. The y.
The y's by 2, yep. So multiply these by 2. And then do what? Add 2. So you're gonna graph a half 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 6. Connect your dots. Does your domain or your range change? Domain is x is greater than 0, your range is all real numbers. And the last one. Your parent function and 2 to the y power is x. So again, -1, 0, 1, 2. And what do you do with this now? You're gonna add what? Add 2 to what? To the x values. So if you add 2, you're gonna take your x values, I like to write right above it what I'm doing. Add 2 to these, what do you get? If you added 2 to a half, what do you get? You get 2 and a half. If you add 2 to this, what do you get? 3, add 2 to this, what do you get? 4, add 2 to this, and you get 6. So you're gonna graph 2 and a half, 2 and a half, -1, 3, 0, 4, 1, and 6, 2. Can you tell me the domain and the range on this one now? We have an asymptote here. Because of this, we've got this line, imaginary line, that's telling us that we can't cross. So your domain is gonna be as affected. X is greater than 2, and what's your range? All real numbers. Can I see a thumbs up if you understand this? Anyone lost?
Did you want us to check?
Okay, we're not done, we have the back page, we're gonna fly through. These are easy. We're just gonna walk through the transformations. I'm not caring about the base, don't worry about the base. So, for 24, what would you say? What is it? Not right 2, it's only left and right if it's in parentheses. That would be a down, that's a D value, this would be down 2. Your graph would be shifted down 2. Okay, think about 26. What would that be? Left 1 and down 5. Left 1, down 5. How about 27? Right 4 and up 1. Right 4 and up 1. How about 40? Up 1. 41. Right 2. 42. Right 5 and up 3. How about 43? Left 2, down 1. Ooh, next one's different. 44. Vertical stretch by a factor of 3 and down 1. How about the next one? Vertical compression, we just write VC. Vertical compression by 1/2. And is that left 5?
Up
It's up 5. Good job, up 5. Ooh, good.
Reflect
First, we do this first. 6 what? 6 right. What do you say about that negative right there? Reflect over the x-axis. And there's one more thing.
Oh, and by the way, if you're writing a essay, you don't write it like that. You have to say reflect, spell it out.
Yeah, this is
over.
just for us for homework. We're just
Right.
reviewing.
So if you're doing a written assignment, make sure you spell them out.
Yeah, and this is a vertical stretch by 5. And on a test, you should write it out. And the last one. First thing is this right here. Left 4. Vertical compression by 1/3. And the last thing you're gonna do, down 4. Now, out of these, I don't know, what is there, 10 problems here? Which ones will change your domain? which ones will change the domain? Let's circle them.
26,
The first
27.
26, it's gonna be one, it's gonna be x is greater than -1. What's this domain gonna be? X is greater than 4. This domain's not gonna change, this one's gonna change. This is gonna be x is greater than 2. This one's gonna be x is greater than 5. This is gonna be x is greater than -2. And this one is gonna be x is greater than 6. This one's gonna be x is greater than -4. Thank you.